Okay, let's start. So to begin with, I have some questions for you. As I said, it's going to be very interactive, right? So I have some questions for you. I want to know you as a singer in these situations, what will you do, right? So we are going to study 3 case studies, right? And then you tell me, you being a singer, do you know what it means, what we're going to read, the cases that we're going to study? Do you know what it means, and what will you do in that situation, right? Okay, but first of all, let's see what we're going to discuss today. So we are going to see why keys matter and also see the basics of the keyboard, right? And two, we'll also see, no, that's for next week. So this week, we are only tackling the one, why keys matter, and the basics of the keyboard. And then next week, we will talk about where do re mi comes from. I believe that we all know do re mi fa sol la si do, right? We will see where it comes from, how scales and chords are built. Because as a singer, you have to know these things, right? I think Kennedy just joined us. He was not in the group. I think he just asked to be part. So the rule here is that you all have to show your camera. So I will also ask you, because you didn't know this, because you just joined, I believe. But then you have to show your face, right? I don't want to speak to a wall. I want to speak to people, right? So please, Meredith as well. Meredith is also here. So please show your face. That is the. I'm really strict on that. I'm sorry, but everybody have to turn on the camera, right? And then the third week, in 3 weeks' time, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to talk about the number system, progressions, and harmony. Yeah, and then the last one is a quiz. The quiz is individual, so with that one, we will not meet online. But then I will make a quiz, and then I expect everybody to partake in the quiz, yeah, and solve it, right? Because I will use it to do some stuff, right? Are we all good? Great. Kennedy and Meredith, I don't want to repeat myself. If in 5 minutes, then I think I will have to. Okay, the topic of the day, why keys matter, the basics of the keyboard. So just listen, by the end of it, you will be able to explain why understanding keys matters for you as a singer. 2, you'll be able to identify what the piano is made of. 3, you'll be able to define what an octave is. When we say octave, what do we mean with that? 3, you'll be able to name all the 12 keys and the notes on the piano. Yeah. You'll be able to name them. Next, you'll be able to explain the difference between sharp and flat. When we say sharp and flat on the keyboard, what do we mean with that? You'll also be able to identify the 2 places on the keyboard where there is no black key, right? And then next, you'll also be able to find any notes on the keyboard when I ask you. So if I ask play B, you'll be able to play. If I ask play A, you'll be able to play. If I say play H, you'll be like, there is no H on it, right? And then lastly, you'll be able to define what a chord is. Yeah, so these are at the end of the session. If you cannot answer these ones, then it means somebody was not paying attention, right? So let's dive right. Okay, case study 1. I want us to listen to this song, yeah? And at the end of it, I will ask a question, okay? Oh, why did it stop? I believe that we all know the song, right? We all know it. Now, imagine you have to learn this song. You go to rehearsals, and then you are learning the song, and all of a sudden your MD says, let's take this song down a step. That's what your MD says. Let's take this song down a step. Now, what just happened with the statement that he said? What does he mean by that? What just happened? What does it mean? Let's take this song down a step. Anybody who can come in here? Oh, talk, please. I don't want to be
It
reading.
means reduce the key, like come down a bit, flat it.
Please, who is talking? If I cannot see who is talking, then I want to have a conversation with people, please.
He means that we should lower the key.
Lower the key. Okay.
I mean, change it to a step down.
A step down. And what does it mean with a step? What does that mean? Anybody else? Wait, hold on. Anybody else? What does it mean with a step?
I think it's a half step of a half tone. So let's say we're on the key of C, and then instead of C we will go to the key of B flat. No, B.
Okay, so the song is in F in this case. So where will we go then?
Then we go to E.
Okay, hold that thought. At the end of the at the end of the class, we will see if you are right. Yeah. I heard that we will have to take it down, lower the key. And I also heard that we will have to go down a half step. We will see at the end of it if it's really a half step or not. Right? Okay, hold that thought. Case 32. So you have choir rehearsals on Friday, and by Monday, the song list has been shared. You are a soprano singer. So before the rehearsals, you are excited. No, you are expected to learn the soprano part on your own. Then the day of the rehearsals arrives, right? Now, the question is, have you ever found yourself waiting for someone else to teach you? I mean, in this case, your soprano part, instead of you being able to work it out on your own. So this is purely for the singers here. Like you are part of a choir, you go to rehearsals, and the song that has been sent. Have you find yourself in a place where you get to rehearsals and it's like you cannot do anything? You are waiting for them to teach you your part. If you are here, I want you to share your experience.
I used to do it before time.
Anna?
Yeah. That is why mostly they give us the songs a week or like some days before actual day we are supposed to sing. So I think you are supposed to learn your parts before you go for the rehearsal. So maybe if there is a mistake or something, they will just rule it out on that day. But you are not supposed to learn your parts on the day of the rehearsal. That is not right. That's a mistake.
So the question for you, you've never found yourself in a situation where you get to rehearsals and then you don't know what to do. Somebody has to help you, like find your part.
No.
No. Okay. Is there anybody else who has found him or herself in such a situation? You go to rehearsals and it's like you have to like wait for somebody to.
Yeah. So for me personally, it has happened multiple times because I'm still learning because I don't know. But it has happened. It has happened a lot of times actually.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm trying, but it's I don't know if I do the soprano. Sometimes it doesn't go with the tenor one, so I'm like I don't understand. Then I'm waiting for someone to teach me the soprano, and then I will just do what the person does, and then I just learn like that.
Okay. Okay. That's valid. Yeah, that's valid. If you don't know how to, then yeah, I think
Yeah, I think
you don't
that
have.
one time it happened like somebody was supposed to sing alto, the person did not come, and I had to switch from what I was supposed to sing to that part. So
Right.
because
That
I
can
did
also
not
happen.
learn that part, yeah, that time you might need help from somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But that's not a standard situation, so it's an exception. Yeah, but it can happen. Exactly. Okay. Good.
Sorry, I've lost my voice. I
Yes.
don't know if you hear me.
Who is talking? Maya.
Meredith, yeah.
Is it possible to switch on your camera, please?
A little
Please.
difficult, but I'm following. But what I wanted to say is that it depends also because soprano might be a easy, not an easy part, but like it's mostly the standard. So I believe that yeah, soprano you rehearse and no one has to teach you. But when it's a different part, then you might need assistance.
Okay. 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 Good. I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay, case stage 3. Have you ever felt like just a singer in a room of instrumentalists? Like everyone else was speaking a language that you couldn't understand? Ever been in that situation that you want to share with us?
I'm sorry, I don't get the question.
But like imagine you are a singer, right? And you get into a room full of like people who play the keyboard and whatnot, and they are speaking about the songs that you guys have to learn, but it's like you cannot follow because it feels like they are saying something that it doesn't occur in your vocabulary, like you can't find it in your dictionary, let's say. But for example, they'll be like, oh, okay, so here when we get there, we play the 3/4 and we swap, and then when we swap, like all of those, like, have you ever found yourself in that situation?
Yeah. Like not as a singer, but like maybe as a beginner pianist. And those
Okay.
that are like, a bit ahead of you, they go like, oh, let's play this flat. And then they start saying like, what was it? I don't know. They have like special terms like to call riffs and all these things. And then you're just like, okay, thank you.
Right. That's true. That's yeah. So, but these things can be helped or it can be minimized because we always learn, right? It can be minimized, and that's why we are starting this 3 weeks series on the importance of understanding keys as a singer, right? Why do singers need to understand keys? Why do you need to understand the piano? Why is it? Number one, for musical literacy, understanding how music works. Music works when you understand that it prevents you from singing by imitation, like imitating what somebody is doing. You understand why somebody sang the way that he sang, and you just don't sing like the person. You understand what I mean? So you get to understand the how and not what a person did, but why and how did you do it, right? So it gives you musical literacy. 2, it gives you independence. You can score songs on your own. When I say score songs, it can be like the song that we are playing, the song that I was playing. So so we were in key F, right? So we were in F. And then you want to sing the soprano. If you know how to play the keys, it's easy to find a soprano, which is, but then let's agree that melody is the alto. If we have to make that bass. So melody is the alto. Then the soprano going. So when I know how to play the keys, well, I don't know how to sing. I don't have a voice. I play keys and I teach how to sing, but I cannot sing myself. So if you hear weird sound, it's fine. Yeah. But when you understand the keys as a singer, you can basically, yeah, you can basically find it on your own. So it gives you independency. You don't need somebody else to teach you, because you can find the soprano part on your own, because you understand how keys work and you understand how chords work. So you can layer the vocals on top of each other, right? Great. So that's the second one, independence. You can score songs on your own. 3, which is very, very important, speed. You can learn songs faster. Speed is one of the most important things when it comes to singing in church, because most of the time when we go to rehearsals, how long do we actually rehearse? Maximum 1.5 hours. Because most of the time we plan our rehearsals in for 2 hours, but then when people come first, we will pray, we will talk, and most of the time we are late, right? So the actual time that we get to rehearse is only max 2 hours, max 1.5 hour. Yeah, in that 1.5 hour, how many songs can we effectively learn? So imagine if you don't learn at home and you arrive there, we are going to waste a lot of time, and then at the end of the day, we will not really have done much at rehearsals. I've been to so many rehearsals here, and the rehearsal is like we are wasting our time. What we did here, we could have literally done on our own at home, right? But that's for a different class where we will see how to plan rehearsals. And then 3, confidence with other musicians. You can speak the same language as the band. Yeah, so you will know what, okay, now flatten it here, sharpen it here, we invert, we swap. You'll be able to follow, and you'll be able to know what all those terms mean. So it gives you confidence with other musicians. 3, it also helps you to be able to lead songs and teach songs. Imagine you are singing a song and you're singing a new song and you don't know. You are singing and then you'll do 2, 4, 6. Like, if even the band do not know how to play the song, or they've not heard it before, because you did 6, 4, 2, they can be able to flow with you as well. So it really helps with leading songs if you know your keys as well, and exactly what I just explained. Smooth collaboration. You can guide musicians through unfamiliar songs. Great. So now, what is the piano actually? I know that we all know what the piano is, right? The piano, in a nice English sentence, we will say piano is a repetitive keyboard instrument made up of 12 different notes or keys. So notes and keys, basically the same thing. Yeah, so they are made up of 12 different notes, white and black. Yeah, we can see it here. We can see here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black keys, and then 7 white keys. Why do I say 5 and 7? Because you'll be like, let me show you this. You'll be like, Riichie, I see a lot of notes here. I see a lot of keys here, because I can start here. I see all these white, all these white, all these white, all these white. Yeah. And I see also all these black. So then why are you saying there are only 12 in total? Now, see, if I play this, and this, and this, and this, and this, can somebody tell me what the difference is? Somebody who that doesn't play keys. Sorry. Okay. If you don't play keys, then you can answer this question. Sorry?
It's the same note, but just in a higher. Is it octave? I don't know the right word.
Exactly, octave.
Octave.
Yes,
Sorry, I was saying it in
that yeah, that is a very important word that I don't want us to forget. Yeah, octave. What is octave? Octave is basically the same note, but one is higher than the other one, an octave higher. Yeah. So the octave higher note of this is this, because it's the same note here. You can see that here I have 2 black keys, right? 2 black keys, and then I have 3 black keys. And then it repeats itself. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. So in reality, we only have 12 different ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. And then it repeats itself. 12, it repeats itself again, 12, it repeats itself again, 12. So all the 12 notes repeat itself the entire time, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So that is basically a piano. So a piano is a repetitive keyboard instrument made up of 12 different notes, white and black, and they just repeat itself. Yeah, so we have 5 different black notes and 7 different white notes. Yeah. And sometimes you will see a piano which is like bigger and really long, and one that is like really small. Yeah. For example, yeah, I don't have a camera to show you, but the keyboard here has 88 keys, and this has 49. But what I can play here, I can basically play the same thing here. But it's just that this one has more notes on the bass side and more additional notes on the higher side. Yeah, because the more I go up, the higher my notes becomes. Right. But then all these keyboard that you see here, they are basically the same, but one has more notes, so more basic notes and more higher notes than the other one, right? So for example, this one has 88 keys. This has, I believe, 49. This has 88 too. This has 25, I believe. This has 49. Yeah. So that's the difference with keyboards. Yeah, it's just the amount of the basic notes and the higher notes that differs, yeah, from each other. But the 12 notes repeat itself each time. That's it, basically. Now, the most important thing, understanding, knowing the names of the notes, the keyboard. Yeah. What we will agree on. Yeah, what we will agree on is that the white note that begins the 2 black keys, we call it C. Yeah, and then we build our alphabet on top of it. Yeah, so here we can see 2 black, 3 black, and then it goes on 2 black, 3 black, 2 black, 3 blacks, 2 black, 3 blacks. The white note that begins the 2 black keys is called C. Yeah, then you move on with your alphabet, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. When we get to B, we have gone through all the 7 white notes. Remember, I said that there are only 7 white notes and then 5 black notes, right? So when we get to B, C, D, C, B, D, E, F, A, B, right? So we have 7, and we are through with it. Then it begins again, C, D, E, and so on. Yeah. If I should show you here I have C, D, E, F, A, B. Then I start again. Sorry. C, D, E, F, G. I forgot a G. A, B. Then I start again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Then I start again. C, D. Just like that. So it keeps on repeating itself. Right. So those are the names of the white notes. All you have to keep in mind, if I should give you a tip, keep 2 white notes in mind. The one beginning the white notes just in front of the 2 black keys, and the white notes just in front of the 3 black keys. Keep only these 2 in your mind. Yeah. So if I should say this note, it begins the 2 black keys. That's C. This note begins is a note that begins the 3 black keys, is the F. Just keep these 2 in mind, C and F. C and F, right? Because all the other ones, if you know that this is C, then this is automatically D, because you move up with the alphabet. This is E, then you are back with the F, the one that I say you should also know by heart. Then you come here, G. And after G, please don't go to H, because I don't want anybody to laugh at you. And I don't want you to be like, oh, Riichie Keys said H. Hey, don't do that. So after G, you'll come back to A, B. Yeah. So we don't have anything as H, Y, J, and no, we don't have anything like that. Yeah. So when we get to G, we come back to A, B, C, and we are through with the octave. Yeah? Great. Let me take the names away because I'm going to be asking questions so that we cannot see it. Yeah, great. Now, we know how to, we know the names of the white keys. Now, the black keys. How do we name the black keys? The black keys always ends with either a sharp or a flat. And with a sharp, we indicate the sharp with a hashtag and a small letter B for flat. Yeah, so whenever you see a hashtag, it is sharp. So with here, I see C hashtag is C sharp. This I see D hashtag is D sharp. This is F sharp. This is G sharp, and this is A sharp. Yeah, so whenever you see a hashtag, it is sharp. And when you see a small letter B, it's flat. So this one, D, B, is D flat. EB is E flat. GB is G flat. AB, A flat. And then lastly, BB is B flat, right? Now, how do you know how to name them? Because like if you have paid attention, you can see that all the black ones have put in two names there, which means this, you can either call it, this note, you can either call it D flat or C sharp. These two, you can either call it E flat or D sharp. These two, G flat or F sharp, A flat or G sharp, B flat or A sharp. Why do they have two names? Because we can reference this black note to C, or we can reference it to D, because it is the next note right above C, and it is the previous note right below D, right? If I want to refer to it as C, I will have to see here. Whenever you ascend, so whenever you go up, you refer to the note as sharp. So when I say C sharp, it means it is the C, and I've taken the C up. So it becomes C sharp because I've taken the C up, I've ascended the C. So then it becomes C sharp. But I can call this D flat as well because it is the D and I have flattened it, I've taken it down. So it's called D flat. That is where the names come from. That's why we have two names for the black keys. We can refer to them as sharp or flat. Yeah. This one, the first black keys of the three black keys that follows, this is called F sharp. Why is it F sharp? Because it is the F, it is the notes right above F. It is the F and we've ascended, like we've gone forward. It's the note above the F, so it's called F sharp. But it's also called G flat. Why? Because this is the G and we've flattened it. We've taken it down, we've gone down. So that's where it comes from. Is there any questions so far, or are we all good? Yeah, amazing, amazing. So just a quick check, to see if you are really here. So anybody who can tell me what this note is? E. And a different person to tell me what this note is? A. Yeah, not a small letter A, please. Both letters to please. And this?
F.
Perfect. Now let's make it a bit more difficult.
D. Wait, D sharp.
Is it
E.
E flat?
E, D.
Wait.
E flat.
E flat,
flat.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's either
flat.
D sharp or E
Sharp,
flat.
yeah.
Because this is E. So if I take the D up, it is the next black note above E, so it's D sharp. Or I can take the E down, the next black note is E flat. And this, one of my favorite keys to play in.
A sharp or B
B
flat.
flat
A,
or
A flat.
Hey,
B
who said A
flat?
flat? Hello.
A sharp.
Is B flat
B flat, B flat.
Or A
Yeah.
sharp.
or
A
A
B flat.
flat?
A hashtag.
B flat. B
A
flat.
hashtag.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
hashtag. So A sharp. Great. So those are the names. So your foundation is the names. Please, 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 please make sure that you know this by heart. Like, okay, don't forget this. This forms your foundation, right? Because whenever we say that we are singing in a key of B flat, it means this is your do, is your one. If we say we are singing the key of A flat, meaning we are singing in this key. For example, there's this song. But then it'd be like, maybe it's too low. Let's take it to C. Then yeah. So if you know the names of the notes, you'll always be able to know what key that we are singing. Or if somebody says we are singing in C, you know the root notes of the C that we are in. So please.
Riichie, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So when you are playing the C, you only press on the C notes.
We will come there. Obviously not.
Okay.
Obviously not. Because when I was playing, we can never play. We can never stay here all the time. Because like, I mean, it's gonna be, you know.
We need chords.
Yeah, exactly, and we will get there. What we actually use to play music. But that's a good question. I remember asking the same question when I was in the belly of my mom. I was really young.
You're not serious.
I have
Sorry, did somebody say you have a question?
a question.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, but for example, when they say that you should sing key C, how do you know how that sounds? Like
So, okay, so if I say C, first I play my C. Kadosh, kadosh. So you hum it, and you know that that is your do. If you know how your do sounds, then you can sing a song. So and then you can. Well, I don't know how to sing, so I don't want you guys to laugh at me. But then whenever you hum a note, you can sing it in because it is your root note, it's your do, right? Yes. So these are the names of the piano: sharp, flat. Yeah. So for example, see this. This is C, D plus a half step. Is C sharp, and D is D minus a half step. Now here, half step and a whole step. What do we mean with a whole step and a half step or a step? If I say a step, it means a whole step. That's why at the beginning I was like, are you sure it's a half? Because if I say a step, it is a step, one step, so it's a whole. That's why at the beginning when Caris you said a half step, I was like, are you sure it's a half step? Yeah. So what do we mean with a step? A step is basically I'm playing my C. I'm playing C. If I say a step up, it means a whole step. Yeah, one step. Yeah, a step up meaning I skip the next note, then I go to the next. If I say a half step from C, a half step from C is C sharp. A half step from C sharp is D. So a half step is just the next available note next to the note that I'm playing. A half step up. If a half step lower, then is the next available note right below the note I'm playing. But then a step or a whole step is I skip one note, then I go to the next. So if I'm playing F and I want to play the next whole note, above F, what note do I play?
G.
G, exactly. So a whole note is when I skip one note, I skip this and I go to the next. What is the whole note from E?
That is G flat.
G flat or F sharp. Because I skip this and I go there. So whole step and half step. Half step is when I don't skip any notes, I just go to the next available note. A whole step is when I skip one note and then I go to the next. That's a whole step. Yeah. Okay. So at the beginning of the class, the song Yahweh Sabaoth. If I should play a whole step up, where will I play it? It's in F.
Then
G.
to G. G.
So then. Yeah. So now I'm playing it in G. Right. So that's what we mean with the whole step. So anytime that maybe you are at rehearsals and you are singing a song and the song feels like it's low, and you ask, should we go up or down? The question is, the question shouldn't be should we go up or down. It should be how many steps should we go up? Is it a half step or a whole step? Or if you are singing a song and at some point you want to do a modulation. If you want to do a modulation, your first question should be, are we modulating a half step or a whole step? So when we say a half step, you should know that a half step meaning we are going to the next available key. I will not skip any key. But if it's a whole step, I will skip the next one and go to the next two ones. Like, you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Great. Now, a question came that, so if I'm playing a song, will I play, or like I'm playing a song in C, will I always play C, C, C? And then I like a word that came, a chord, the word chord dropped. Now, what is a chord? When we are playing a song, obviously, we will use chords to play. Yeah. Thinking of a song. Yeah, easy. So this song, I don't know if you know it. So if I'm playing the song, I will never play it like this. So we are playing, I'm playing. Even it's weird I'm playing it like that because, yeah, I will never use notes to play it. But then when I'm playing, how will I play it? I'll play it with chords, which is and then I'm playing, right? So we use chords. I use chords to play what I'm playing. I don't use the notes. What do we use the notes for? Anybody an idea? What do I use the notes for when I'm playing an actual song? What do I use the notes for? Anybody?
To direct, I think.
To help stay on the same note and not move to another key.
Sorry?
To help stay on the same note and not move to another key.
Nah, not necessarily.
For bass?
Not really. I
From
think
the
you all
chord?
know.
Not the key.
Maybe.
Because let's say I know my chords already. I know where the I go to the 6, 7, 1, and a 2, 3, 4. So I know my chords already. But then when will I play the notes separately? Because again, look at how I'm playing here. If I should only use chords, I'm going to only use chords. Listen to how it sounds like when I'm only using chords. No, and then now, listen to how I will add the note to it and tell me why I will use it. So I added notes in there. Why? Because you heard how I played it first, right? With only chords, how it sounded, and how this one
It
sounded.
creates a melody.
Exactly. That was the word I was looking for. The melody. We add melody to it.
Riichie,
Yes.
I'm a bit lost.
Why are you lost? Tell me. Let me find you.
Now the chords, are the white ones the chords and the black one the notes? Because I can't
So,
follow.
is there any? I want somebody else to answer this for me. Are the white ones the chords and the black ones the notes?
Wait, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. I was just
Oh
guessing.
no, you can go. Oh, you can go. I can go. Oh, you can go. Oh.
Okay.
That means we are interactive now.
Great.
So the black and the white are notes.
Wait,
and
wait,
chords.
wait. Exactly. White and the black are notes. Every single thing that I will hold on it is a note or a key. Yeah. So all these ones are notes. It is the notes that forms the piano. At the beginning, I gave a definition of it. So the piano is a repetitive keyboard instrument that consists of 12 different notes or keys. These ones are the 12 different notes. These ones are 12 in total. Then it repeats itself again. Octave, another octave repeats itself. So all these are notes. Yeah. Continue.
And I think the chords are different notes that form a sound. Like, for example, am I saying it right? Or
perfectly. Yeah.
okay. Like, for example, if you have C sharp, you can, I don't know the exact keys, but you can create a fuller sound.
Exactly. Exactly. And we're going to see what it is actually. So this is the definition of a chord. A chord is a harmony of 3 or more notes played together. When I'm playing a song, exactly. When I'm playing a song, I will not play the single notes or the single keys. What do I play? I play them together. I join them together. So this is this is C, right? This is E, right? This is E. I'm now playing a chord because a chord is a harmony of 3 or more notes. So when I play 3 or more notes together, I'm playing a chord. If I should play this, it's not a chord because it has to be 3 or more. Yeah. Okay. And the chord is what I use to play songs. And I add the melodies in there, voicings in there to kind of like brighten it up. So this is a chord. This is a major chord. This is a major chord. This is a chord. I'm playing 3 notes together. This is also a chord. I'm playing 3 notes together. This is a minor chord. This is also a chord because I'm playing 3 or more. It's 4 notes together. I'm playing a dominant 7 chord. This is This is ninth chord, major 9 chord, major 7, major 9. This is diminished chord. Yeah, and many much diminished 7 actually, diminished 7. Yeah, so whenever I play 3 or more notes together, I have played a chord. So that's the difference between notes and chords.
Okay.
And it's the chords that we eventually use to play songs. Are you all with me? Anybody any question?
Yes, I have a question. Is it also right to say that you're using the individual notes to fill in the song? Because if you would only do the chords without the individuals, it might sound a little boring or plain.
Exactly. And it will actually sound a lot boring, not a little actually. Yeah, so we add it
Right.
in there to kind of like create like an ambience, to create like atmosphere. Because if you
Yeah.
only play chords, like, even if I'm playing pad, let's say, because this one is the piano sound I'm playing, piano and strings, right? But then let's see, when I'm playing parts, even with pad, you can say that, oh, you are playing pad, so just play chords. But even with that, when you can like move your hands, yeah, when you move your hands, it can create. So an example, I'm playing same song, the Lord of Hosts. Yeah, let's do that in F. So even when I'm playing pad, like I try and stretch it and I'll add notes in there. So regardless of whatever you are playing on the keys, you have to add notes, else it becomes boring, not only for the band or not only for the congregation, but also for the person singing as well. It becomes really difficult for her to like really flow. Yeah. I see somebody asked a question in the chat.
I have a question.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Emanuela said, why do you use a major 9th chord? Like, what's like the first when you can't just play a normal major chord? Okay, so this question, I'll be glad to answer it next week in depth, but it adds more color to your song, because at the end of the day, when I'm playing a minor chord, like when I'm playing a minor chord, A minor. A minor is this, right? But most of the time, when I'm playing it live, this I'll play it sometimes, yeah. But then when I play this, listen to how it sounds like. Or this, it's add more color to the song. Yeah, and then I'm gonna play a major 9. So it adds more color to the song. But then you can choose to only play major, major, major. It's good, but it becomes like, yeah, it's still good. You can play it in church, it's fine. But then when you can extend, and you don't have to do it all the time, hearing and there, you can add it. It really gives more color to the song. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy, you had a question.
Yeah, I was just curious to know. So when you are introducing the notes to the chords in creating the melody, do you like improvise, or there are like specific notes you have to use for the key that you are playing?
Yeah. So when it comes to the piano or music in general, it's really personal. It's really personal, and how I will play this song that I'm playing, Yahweh Sabao, how I play this song is not the same way that my guy Josh will play on the piano as well. He will add this in there, this in there. So it's the interpretation of it. Yeah, what atmosphere are you trying to set? Yeah, and at the end of the day, we know that especially with what we do is very spiritual as well. You know, so at times you want to communicate something through what you play. Like, and even it's not only the notes that you intensity that you play it with. Like at a point I'll play it hard, at a point I'll play it soft, and I'll play maybe one note hard and soft. I'll switch, and that intensity that I play certain notes with create an atmosphere.
Okay.
Yes.
But Riichie, I have a question.
Please ask.
Some ministers, when they are ministering, they will ask the keyboardist to like play me the strings only, the strings only. Why would they ask for that one only?
Because listen to this, yeah. Let me play our typical Ghanaian style of play, and then you'll see like what feeling that you get. I'm gonna use piano and part like normal, yeah. So, hallelujah. That's with the piano and everything. Now I'm gonna use strings and play. How was it? You can you
Was nice.
exactly. So you can feel a difference in it. It can
Yeah.
be that a minister will want that first sound, right? But then if you have somebody from Kumasi who has eaten the Ghana food and it has get into the brains, like don't play piano when they're saying hallelujah, hello, like add strings because especially with our local people, they want to hear the Edamreku strings and whatnot because it gives them, it sets an atmosphere for them and for a particular. So at the end of the day, all these things, most of the times about atmosphere. Because like for a song, you can perfect for the same song, you can use part and really, and the presence of God will still be there. But for a different minister, he can flow easily when you are like really hitting on the strings and do and then add flute in there. You've killed them. So that's where it comes from, basically.
Okay.
Anybody, any question? Please ask questions, or we are here to learn. This by next week, yeah, everybody should be able to like say it by heart. Like even if you close your eyes, you'll have to know where E is, C sharp, this and that is, like know it off head. But if you have any questions, ask now. No? Okay. Now, what's the best method for what exactly? To learn keys. Now, this is not really to learn how to play the keys. It's basically to understand like the basics of it. So we are not really going to like learn how to play keys and chords because you don't have to know how to play chords yet, but you have to know how chord is formed because that is when you know how to sing the soprano. When you have to sing the alto, you have to sing the, so know how it's formed, but don't know how to play it because eventually you are not playing it. Yeah. But obviously you have to know how to play it on your phone at home, but not in a live setting where you have to like flow and then yeah. Yes, no question.
I have a question.
Don't be shy, or ask questions. Okay.
So a few years ago, like I started like learning piano, but it was
Can
like
can
in
can I please see you, please, please? I want to see who
okay,
is
of
talking.
course. I'm sorry. So a few years ago, I started like learning piano,
Okay.
but I learned it in like a music academy, and
Oh,
they
oh,
it's it's different than like the Ghanaian way. So I just wanted to ask like, is there a difference between I learned it like via do re mi fa sol, like the solfege,
right,
that's the name, and
right.
like in church or like in a choir we use the CD GF note, like what you just said. So my question is like, what's the difference? Like, is there like a big difference on like the which system that you use to learn the keys or like?
Okay. So I'm gonna answer your question partly because the other part I want us to touch on it next week. Yeah, because there are three ways that you can look at it, either via C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or the second way, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or the third way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Yeah. So these three ways, we have to know it. Because if I'm singing and I say 2, 3, 4, 6, you have to be able to know what I mean. 2 is re, 6 is la, 7 is ti, and so on. Yeah. So all the three ways we will dive deep into it next week. Yeah. So the first session was really because I didn't want it to bombard you guys a lot with a lot of new information. But then next week will be quite heavy. Yeah, will be quite heavy. And let's be on time for next week, and then because we will touch on major scale, minor scale, major chords, minor chords, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of it. Yes, so it's a lot for next week, but I think we doing that for the second session is better than for the first one because I don't want you guys to not come anymore. So I don't want to scare you off.
Yeah,
Right.
excited. Thank you.
It's where we're gonna end today's class. Yeah.
Mm.
Any more last question and whatnot? At the beginning of the class, this was the question that I asked. Now I think we can answer it, right? Now I think we can answer this. So when your MD says, let's take this song down a step, the Yahweh's Sabaoth song is in F, right? So what is the new starting point then? Oh, sorry.
So it's going to be a G.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a
Are
G?
you? Do you all agree?
Yeah.
No,
No.
No, please.
No.
no, or E.
No, yeah.
A.
It should be
It's
if
E.
Down. So
we
we are
are
going back. Oh, okay.
going a whole step down, so it should be so
E.
we are skipping E, no, because
Then it's
before
going
Yes.
F
to be
comes E, so you are skipping E, and then you are going
E
to E
flat.
flat. Yes.
E flat.
Yes. Because we take it back. He said that let's
If
take
it's
this
down, we
song
go
down.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it didn't say we should take it down half a step. It says like a step. A step is a whole step. So we skip
E
the
flat.
we are in F. So we skip the E and we come here because it's a whole step. So we go to E flat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 Great. Oh, I had a question I was going to post to you guys. Oh, it's gone. Oh, Riichie.
So when we are supposed to go up a step, that is when we go to the G rather.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's up.
Okay.
Notice down. Okay.
Okay, my
But
question might not
if
be the smartest, but why is it not E and it is E flat? Because we're
Yes.
starting with F.
Yeah. Good. That's the question. When you asked your question, I remembered what I wanted to ask. I think so. When I asked this, it will solve the question. When you look at the piano, so like look on the screen on the piano I've put there. What key? What do you see? Like what's the first thing that catches your eye when you look at the keyboard, like at the piano? What do you see? What's the first thing that gets your attention when you look at it?
Keys.
And white keys.
Black keys and white keys.
The
Yeah,
black
but
ones.
there is there is something that breaks that is missing. That you cannot. That is like, oh, it's not there. Oh, like what's that?
The black keys.
The one in the middle, that means.
Which one?
Yeah.
The 2 and the 3.
The E, F between.
Exactly. So there is no black key between E and F. Yeah. So if I say a whole step from a whole step from E, it's not because E doesn't have any black keys above it, then this is a whole step. No, I still skip this. So a whole step is just skip any note. Being black or white, skip it. So a whole step from E is F sharp and not F, because a whole step is skip a note. It didn't say skip a black note. A whole step is skip a note. It can be black, it can be white. You get it?
Yes.
Yes. And then we can also see that B and C doesn't have any black note in between. So there is no such thing as B sharp or C flat. Do you understand that the last line I just said? There is no such thing as C sharp or E flat. Exactly, because we only refer to the black note as sharp and flat. So if I say B sharp, it means that there is a black note after B, and that's not true. Yeah. So no such thing as B sharp or C flat, and no such thing as which one again?
E sharp or what?
C flat.
No, I've said that already.
Okay.
No, the it's not,
F flat and C and E sharp.
yeah.
Exactly. So no such thing as F flat and C sharp. Thank you. So does that answer your question, Meredith?
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now your question was, why was it? Because the song is in F, right? And we went down a step. And your question was, why was it not E and it's E flat? Because when we go down a step means skip a note and go to the next. But it says go down. So we skip this and we go here.
So if it was a half step, it was E.
Yeah, if it was a half step, it would have been E. Exactly.
Okay, it doesn't mean because there is no black notes. That's
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I think now we are all on the same page, aren't we? Or is there anybody still at the Biningi? Any question? No question? So now lesson 1 is completed. Next lesson, I will need you guys to really be on point, because we're gonna fly in it. Like, we're gonna touch on the major scale and we will learn just a small mathematical formula. Yeah, but it's not really a formula, it's just something. Yeah. And then when we have the formula for it, we can then form our major scale. But that's like, okay, names is important, is the basics, but the major scale actually forms everything. Major scale actually forms everything. Yeah. So, last question, then we close. We are playing in key C, right? And I say, for example, I remember last 2 weeks we had a gig in Brussels, and we were playing the song. I still got joy in chaos. I have peace that makes no sense. I will be going under. He won. When we get to he won, we are on the we won. He won, and then we move. But then at a point, I wanted to switch things up, so I had a talk back mic. When I talked, the band could hear me. I was like, he won. Then I would say flat six, and then we all went to the flat six. So in C, when I say flat six, what notes are we going to? I said notes because I don't expect you to know the chord, but then what notes are we going to? We are playing in C, and I said flat six.
E flat.
Oh, sorry. I said flat. No. It's okay. I didn't say anything. Because we've not learned. This is a
The
question I
key,
have
the
to ask.
numbers, yeah.
Yeah. It's a question I will ask next week. Sorry.
Was it correct though?
My bad. Yeah. It was correct. Actually, I meant flat 7 actually, but I'm gonna ask the question again next week. Okay. So we don't have any questions. You're all good. Yeah. So I have this all written out. As date, I'll give it to the end of it. If you don't have any questions, then we're gonna close. Yeah. I know you all are tired, but if you don't have any questions. No questions. All right. Thank you very much. Next week, let's all try to be here on time, that we can really start on time, because next week it's really a full package. Like it's really gonna be hefty. Yeah. So let's try and get on time, and also it's gonna be interactive as well. All right. Thank you and bless you. Y'all have a wonderful night. We pray that God give you sweet dreams. Dream that Riichie, I wanna dash you a Range Rover. Okay. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Oh.
All right, bless you guys. God bless you all so much. And if there's anything, DM me. If there's
Thank
anything,
you.
DM me.
Bye. Good
Hello.
night. See you. Bye.
Bye.